you have to be a super prepper. You have to have a homestead. You have to have 5 bug out locations, 20 years worth of food, and all the things, or you're going to die. Hey everybody, it's Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. Obviously that's not true. There are channels out there that perpetuate that myth. That is the myth of the super prepper. Okay, there are people out there that would fit the category of super prepper. I get it. But most of us are just normal people. I'm just a normal person. I've been in the preparedness game for quite a while, so I'm fairly prepared. I actually do have a real bug out location with a cabin, outbuildings, all the things on a bunch of acreage way up in the mountains off grid. Yeah, I get it. But not everybody does. And I don't ever want to come across as acting like, or people thinking that I'm some super prepper. Some channels, and I'm not out here to hate channels. I love all prepper channels. I think it's awesome. Every one of them has something to offer. So check out other channels also. But, I've seen kind of some things where like it kind of comes across as maybe, they're just going out and reading stuff that other channels are doing and like, just talking about that stuff. Which I get. Doing research on other channels. I do that all the time. Because it helps me learn. I'm in the learning process also. I don't know everything. So I go to other channels that may be strong on my weak points. Whereas maybe I'm strong on their weak points. We all have strengths. We all have weaknesses. We all have abilities. And things we don't know. We are all have different skill sets. So check out a variety of prepper channels. That's one thing. But don't strive for the myth of the super prepper. Unless you have, that is your full-time job, being a prepper, and you have lots of money to put into it. I get it. Not everybody can buy an off-grid cabin on top of a mountain, buy the whole top of a mountain off-grid. I get it. It's expensive, yeah, and it's only getting worse. Housing prices are rising, stuff like that. Food storage, storing enough food. Food is getting more expensive, and it costs a lot anyway. Realistically speaking, you can put tens of thousands, multiple tens of thousands of dollars into your preps and still not be anywhere near the super prepper. So first off, don't believe that myth. But second off, do the best you can. Definitely not discouraging people from doing the best they can. Always be trying to do better. Always be working on your preps. Always be improving your situation. Learn about these things that I talk about, bug out locations, bug out routes, bug out vehicles, bug out bags, get home bags, IFACs, all the medical stuff, all the food storage stuff, water storage, rain catchment, self-reliance, self-sustainability, growing your own food, gardening, raising animals, all these things. Watch it and learn what the people are talking about, because that's general knowledge you can have up here. Remember, this is your most powerful tool in your preparedness tool bag. But be realistic with what you have where you are. If you're living in an apartment, obviously you don't have to worry about, you're not going to be raising a herd of cattle. Okay, check. If you don't have an off-grid cabin somewhere, well, learn about off-grid power and how it works, what's available, stuff like that. But you may not be making that a priority. So do what works for you. I'm only here as a general guide. And some of the things I talk about, I don't necessarily have. I don't. There are things that I talk about that are my weak spots, that I'm learning about. That's why as I'm learning, and I get to the point where I'm like, this would be a good thing to do a video on. And once I feel that I have enough knowledge, enough up here to talk about it on a video, then maybe I'll do a video on it. But this is all a journey. This is a process. We're in this together. We're learning together. We're prepping together. We're becoming better preppers. I definitely have emphasis points. I like the self-sustainability part, growing your own food, producing your own calories, all that kind of stuff. And here coming up in the upcoming months when we get into better weather where it's less difficult to get to my bug out location. I can get there all year round, but it would require a lot of work and a lot of effort and stuff like that certain times a year because of snow and stuff like that. So anyway, I'm really looking forward to getting up there this summer, several times, hopefully, and filming videos at my bug out location and showing you guys, OPSEC, although it's so far back that I don't really have to worry about OPSEC up there. Doing some filming some videos up there so you guys can see, yes, this is my bug out location. Yeah, I have one. Yeah, this is what we do. This is what we love going up there. It's also our vacation spot. It's our vacation cabin kind of thing. But it is also our primary bug out location. Yes, we have other bug out locations, but that's our primary. But you don't need to necessarily have all the things up on the cabin and all this stuff like that. Be working towards a lot of these things we're talking about. I recommend you having a bug out location in mind, at least a location that you've scouted out, you've kind of looked at, figured out, and the basic food storage, basic water storage, basic things. Start there and then evolve. Your situation may change. You may be able to move to a rural area and out of the city. Then you may be able to start doing some homesteady type things. Growing your own food, raising your own animals, doing that kind of stuff. Cutting down your own wood, your own trees for lumber and firewood. Wood stove cooking with cast iron. Maybe you have no idea how to do that. Well, maybe that's in your future. Don't sweat it now, though. Don't look at this as like, okay, I got to be a super prepper now because the world's going to end. The world's not going to end. Actually, I don't know when the world is going to end. Neither do you, though. So don't sweat fear porny stuff. Those channels that are like, oh my gosh, the world is ending SHTF because of this every day. I talk about things sometimes that are, a little more worrisome because there are things to worry about. There are things, or not worry about, be concerned about, think about, have up here, and to prepare for. But preparedness is about peace of mind, not worry, not, stressing it. So be realistic with yourself, set realistic goals, but also try to make prepping more of a priority. Try to always be increasing the amount of money you can put towards preparedness. Work on the amount of time that you can put into building skills for preparedness. But like I said, be realistic with yourself or you're going to get burned out. You're not going to be able to do the things and you're going to get overwhelmed and it's just going to suck. It won't be fun anymore. That's one of the biggest things. Make prepping fun. You got to make it fun or you're not going to be able to be successful. Sorry about that. That is my Walmart pickup lady going to bring me my stuff. So yeah, forget what I was saying. But making prepping fun. That's what it's about. Just like life. Life is, if you're not having fun, life isn't worth living. Of course it's worth living, but let's try our best to make it as fun as possible. That way you stay motivated, you stay involved, you don't get burned out as easily, and all those things. Just like fitness. Fitness is one of those things, just like prepping, that you got to make part of your routine. You got to make part of your lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. Prepping is a lifestyle. That's why we're called preppers. We're not just called people that have some food storage. Really. That's why there's a term for it. Prepper, survivalist, all those kind of things. There's some differences there. But that's kind of like, people used to be known as survivalists. Now prepper is the term. Like I said, there are some differences, but who cares? It's all about making prepping fun and doing it at your pace, at your ability level. But be always challenging yourself, always pushing yourself, always trying to add more tools to your toolbox, always trying to improve yourself, improve your physical ability, improve your mental ability, meaning skills and or knowledge and or your abilities to be flexible, flow with the situation. Lots of things in preparedness. But please, make it fun and don't worry about the super prepper myth. I'm not a super prepper. Most people aren't super preppers. Just be realistic, have fun, enjoy the journey, enjoy the process. I love you guys, and remember, prepping is living insurance. Bless you and have a wonderful day. Blessings to you and yours.